All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set 18 Gator.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready.
From the gun, Black. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, Weldon. Campbell making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Off play action. Weldon. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on 3rd down. Weldon, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Rock it. Hit it.
On second down, Michelle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Second and 11. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Go on.
To throw on second down. Black being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. second down. It's Hines, and he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you.
Looking to throw. Weldon. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Bravo!
Off the play fake. Black. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go well. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Weldon, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw. Weldon. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Weldon. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Looking to throw. Weldon. Got an open man. That's Campbell. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Tackle made that time by Christian Sam. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Weldon. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Weldon. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Weldon nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Second and 13. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Off the play fake. Weldon. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Weldon. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten down. There you go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Catch is made by Harry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Michel, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. The point after try for Gostkowski. And that makes it 14-10. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down, Indianapolis.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go! Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Looking to throw. Weldon throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 38. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Weldon. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. The sack by Robert Quinn. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 97's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got tight left. You got three down. Hard.
Again, it's Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh. You got nothing.
To throw on third down. Black. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
11 yards there, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Weldon. And he fires one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Bell. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Again, it's Bell. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Weldon. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Weldon, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Off play action. Black. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down, Colts.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw. Weldon. Funches has it complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. Ebron's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Well, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league, and to them, that's vitally important.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-2.